My mission is to impact the hearts and minds of women, helping them change their stories and empowering them to love themselves, their bodies, and their lives.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Change Your Story podcast. I'm Hannah Dawson, your host and transformation coach. I'm a certified personal trainer, nutritionist, mindset coach, writer, speaker, and creator of the Fit Club Babes app, and I am here to help you transform your life. While I love teaching all things nutrition and fitness, and trust me, you'll get lots of that on here, my true passion lies in the power of mindset and self-relationship. I know firsthand how powerful a mindset shift can be. It has profoundly impacted not only my health and fitness journey, but also my relationship with myself, and it can do the same for you too. Many women believe as we age, we lose our beauty, body, and health, but that's not true. You can feel and look amazing and get better with age, and I'm going to show you how. Are you ready to change your story? Let's flip the script one thought at a time. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Change Your Story podcast. I'm your host and transformation coach, Hannah Dawson. And hi to anybody that is new here. Welcome to the show. I'm so excited to be in your ears this morning. I just want to start off with gratitude and saying how thankful I am for you for choosing to tune into this podcast and, download it and leave your reviews and ratings. I'm absolutely beyond grateful. And without you, there wouldn't be a show. So I just want you to know how grateful I am and how much I appreciate your ears and your hearts and your minds, because my goal is to impact your heart and your mind today, empowering you, inspiring you, motivating you so you feel better now after the show, than when you first pressed play. My hope and prayer is that you feel amazing after and that you learned something new today. We are on our new series, you guys, that is leading up into my free masterclass that is going to teach you the 3 keys to mastering your metabolism after 35 with the M3 method. So make sure you see the show notes, get on that list. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing masterclass. And if you love it lots and you learn lots and you want to go deeper, we do have the M3 method course launching in January. I'm absolutely so excited about it. You guys are going to learn so much. Okay. So today, you guys, we are talking about mastering your nutrition. The last few weeks, we have really been talking about, our belief system and really talking about habits and really talking about, putting action behind what we want to change in our lives and really learning how to implement that change and really showing up as the person that we want to be. And so we have these systems in place for these things that we want to get better at, that we want to level up at. And one of the most important things, especially ladies after 35, even after 30, is our nutrition. It's always been important, but if you're like me, we spent our 20s dieting or maybe not even caring about dieting, and then we are living in the consequences of not taking control of our nutrition. And so macros, mastering your macros is really mastering your nutrition, taking care of your body. I say this all the time in the Fit Club, is that your body can't do this on its own. That it takes care of you, but it will take better care of you if you take care of it, that your results are found in the things that you are avoiding. And we cannot avoid our nutrition, and we have to lose the excuses and the beliefs that nutrition is overwhelming, that learning our nutrition or tracking our nutrition or counting macros, it's overwhelming, it's obsessive. Those are all limited beliefs, and they're just fear. And that's what you need to understand. It's just like, would you say that about your bank account and your finances and paying your rent? Would you say, I'm not even going to pay attention, it's too overwhelming? And it may feel too overwhelming, but the more you take control of those areas of your life, the better results that you're going to have. The more clarity you'll get, the more better choices you'll be able to make. And so when it comes to our nutrition, especially after 35, a lot of the things that we're going to experience from perimenopause to menopause to even after 30, we start losing our muscle mass and our bone density decreases if we do not do anything about it. And a lot of this can be actually solved from nutrition. There's something called, I got to think about how to say it. It is called low energy activity availability. And so this is when we have chronically dieted and our body is so used to a yo-yo that our metabolism has slowed down so much that it's got used to burning less. It slows our output down, and it gets used to it gets efficient with less muscle, gets efficient with a slower metabolism. And this is all due to nutrient deficiencies. This is all due to a lack of enough energy for our body to function. And so I want to get into teaching you guys a little bit today. And I really want to make this clear. And I hope that this is clear. And in the masterclass, I'm going to go over it more. And in the course, you're going to get really in depth and really understand why. And you're going to learn systems. Okay. But I'm going to teach you just briefly today. All right. So it's really important to understand that there's something called your TDEE. This is your total daily energy expenditure. All right. So this is the energy that your body burns just from you being alive, breathing, eating food, moving. This is the amount of energy that it burns, okay? And so it needs that amount put back into it. And so we have something called our BMI. This is your basal metabolic rate, your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. And so this makes up about 60% of the calories you burn. So this is about, your body needs about, depending who you are and your body weight and your height, okay, and how much muscle you have on your body will determine your BMR, will determine how high it is. So the higher it is, the better, because that means the more calories your body burns at just like rest. But here's also the important thing to understand, that it's probably anywhere between 1,100 to 1,400. And this is the amount of calories that your body needs. So calories equal energy equals calories equal energy. So this is the amount of energy your body needs just to keep your heart beating, your lungs breathing, your immune system functioning, your nervous system active, your brain. It needs to sleep, like to lie on the couch and be a couch potato just to keep the lights on, so to speak. That's how many calories it needs. So when, I hope that just puts a magnifying glass to dieting right there, when dieting is 800 calories and your body needs way more than that just for you to lie on and be a couch potato all day. You can see where damage can happen. It's never irreversible, and we're going to talk about that. So there's that. There's their BMR. That makes up about 60% of your total daily energy expenditure. And then we're going to go to your NEAT. This is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And so this is fidgeting. This is errands around the house. This is doing your housework. This is at work, typing like up and down. Some people have a higher NEAT, some people have a lower NEAT. It just depends, again, your activity level. It depends how high your metabolism is. The more food you get, actually your NEAT gets a little bit higher. Higher people with higher metabolisms have a higher NEAT. And a cool thing about having more muscle and getting enough food is your NEAT will actually be a lot higher. All right. So when we are chronically under eating, that NEAT lowers. We find ways that we don't really want to get up as much, or we don't want to go for walks as much, or we just want to be more of a couch potato because our body doesn't have enough energy to help support us. It's low energy activity. Now I'm going to forget what it is. It'll come back to me. I'll go down. I don't want to go down rabbit holes today. All right. So then you have your NEAT. Then from your NEAT, you have your thermic effect of food. So this is your TEA. So when we eat foods like proteins and fibers, they have a high thermic effect on our body. So what does that mean? Is that our body actually has to burn calories to break down food that we're eating. That's why protein is so important. Well, that's not the only reason, but it breaks down. So protein and fiber have the highest TEF. So they burn the most calories, more than carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are very easy for your body to break down into the system and turn into glucose, and that affects your insulin and your blood sugar and so on and so on. I won't get into all of that today, but protein and fiber. And so your body burns calories breaking it down. So you have your BMR, basal metabolic rate. This takes up 60%, 50 to 60%. Then you have your NEAT, which takes another about 10 to 15%. And then you have your TEF, which can be anywhere from 5 to 10%. And then the very last thing on your total daily energy expenditure is exercise calories. And it takes anywhere from 5 to 10% of your total daily calories. So it's really important to understand to not try to focus on your exercises burning the most calories, because really it only affects 5 to 10% of your total daily energy. If you actually focused on putting muscle on, it would increase your BMR. And if you focused on eating enough, it would increase your metabolism, so you burn more at rest. You see what I mean? So the more we understand, ladies, with food and what it does and how to make our metabolism run more efficiently, that is the secret key to success when it comes to our metabolism. So when we hit 35, we got to make sure that we're eating enough. And so in the M3 method, we really like to focus on maintenance calories, getting your body balanced, getting your metabolism sped up, really focusing on balancing your hormones, increasing your energy levels, because this is going to bring your body to a state of getting you the results that you want, right? It's going to help your workouts. It's going to give you energy. It's going to help your hormones. A lot of the things that happen as we age are a result of lack of proper nutrition, right? So a lot of the statistics are a result of not enough protein, not enough calories and energy, not enough protein or carbohydrates and fats like of whole foods. There are room for those soul foods, and we'll talk about that in the masterclass, the flexibility of the 80-20 rule. But it's up to us to master our macros. It's up to us to learn and then apply what we learn. That's the only way that change can happen in our body, especially after 35. If you want to look toned and tight and have energy and have balanced hormones and not have all of those menopause side effects, and any of the side effects that come with aging, proper nutrition will lessen those. And so what I want to finish off with nutrition and really give you some practical tips is understanding that the more you know with your nutrition, the better choices that you can make and the better results that you will have. But like anything, the only way to get good at something is to practice it. And the only way to master something is to practice it. And that takes years. And so now is the time to start taking control of your life and your body and your health, and start making sure that you're getting the nutrients that you need. And it really does come from tracking your nutrition. You don't have to track forever, and we'll talk about that in the masterclass, and the course goes in to teach you how to do everything, so you don't have to worry about that. But we have to have the right systems in place when it comes to mastering our macros and mastering our nutrition, essentially, making sure that we're getting everything that we need. And the cool thing is, you guys, I just want to go on a side little note here. One thing that I have noticed from eating at maintenance calories is my energy has increased. My sleep is good. My periods don't get bad anymore. Like, I still get cramps and stuff, but not like they used to. I don't get rageful hungry a week before because I'm eating enough food. I recover a lot quicker. I don't get sore like I used to. And a huge one I've noticed, everybody around me is getting sick and I'm not getting sick. Knock on wood, fingers crossed. Because when your body gets enough of the right nutrients, guess what? It has enough energy for your immune system to fight off. Now, if you are not eating properly or you're eating inconsistently, guess what? Your body doesn't have the resources to go and fight off that thing and keep your heart going and your lungs breathing and your brain functioning. So guess what? when that virus comes or someone coughs and gets sick, your immune system doesn't have enough to fight it off because it's used the energy or the limited energy availability that you give it somewhere else. And same thing with like alcohol and stuff, your body sees it as poison. So the more you frequently drink, the faster you'll get sick, the easier you'll get sick, because that your body sees it as toxic in your body. It sees it as poison, so it tries to get out. So any type of work that you're trying to do with your body, guess what? It pauses. It goes, we're going to hit pause because we have to get this poison out of your system. So we're pausing it. So let's say you were to drink every single weekend, and it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 2 glasses. Your body literally pauses for 24 to 48 hours to get that poison out of your system. So you have paused your ability to lose fat, to build muscle, to function. Yeah, you won't sleep properly after 35. I guarantee you, if you are a drinker, you notice 1 glass of wine interrupts your sleep, gives you a stomach upset, and you actually feel worse the next day. Your cravings increase. Those are just some things with noticing what alcohol does to our body. I'm not saying it's bad. It is bad for most people. And I mean, I don't drink alcohol. God forbid I did, but I don't. And so, I mean, it is easier for me to say, but I couldn't imagine if I threw that into the mix and trying to feel good, how hard it would be to get traction and momentum in my life. So sometimes understanding our nutrition is understanding what is good for us and what isn't good for us, and making those approaches and approaching our health in that way. So you guys, I'm going to give you a question and some homework for this week, just like the last episodes. Again, I would love to know your thoughts. I would love to hear your feedback. So see the show notes for all of the details and share with me on social media or send me an email. But my question for you is, what's your current approach to nutrition right now? So how are you approaching your nutrition? What systems do you have in place for your nutrition? And how could balancing your macros actually help you achieve your goals a lot faster? Some of us just guess it. Some of us just wing it. And guessing isn't accurate. Guessing doesn't get us anywhere. There's a time and a place for eating intuitively. But if you have never understood your nutrition and what your body thrives on, for one, then you have no idea how to eat intuitively, because we eat intuitively when we actually understand what food is and what we need and what that looks like on our plate and what the times look like and how to understand our hunger cues and how to make sure that we're getting eating enough. And number 2, you have to earn the right to diet. So if you want to do a diet or a weight loss, you actually have to earn the right to do that. That means you have to understand your nutrition first, and you have to first be able to track your macros at maintenance and do it consistently at balance and give your body what it needs before you can even beat it into a position where it's going to surrender to this goal that you want. You actually have to love it where it is and give it enough of the foods that it needs now. Does that make sense? Because in order to have the body you want, you have to first love the body that you have. And you do that by mastering your nutrition. You do that by giving your body everything that it needs so it can function optimally. And a lot of the time, the women that I work with, you guys, a lot of the time, when we just work on their macros just at maintenance and get things balanced again, a lot of them see results, like amazing results, because they have been under eating and not eating the right nutrients that they need. And so their metabolisms have been slowed down. So it doesn't matter what they eat, doesn't matter how much they restrict, how much they exercise, their body stays the same because their hunger hormones, ghrelin and leptin are out of whack. They have low energy availability. So their whole system, their metabolism is slowed right down. So when we actually introduce food and the right macronutrients, they have more energy, their sleep gets better, their metabolism starts to speed up, their training gets better, their obsession with food gets better, everything just gets better. So you have to first learn your nutrition, and you first have to understand what your body needs, what that even looks like, and you have to track it. You have to understand what are you eating? How much are you eating? When are you eating? And from there, then you can make decisions. From there, then you can go, okay, this is where I need to fix. All right. So your homework today is to track your food for a day and reflect on your macro balance. So I want you to just track your food for one day in MyFitnessPal. Not trying to hit any numbers, just anything that you eat. You can scan it, you can input it. What was the amount that you ate? You can look at the nutrition facts and input it. Do this without judgment. Do this without anything. You just want data. Let's see kind of what you're at. Don't try to be good or extra good or try to eat extra whatever. Just whatever you have, just input it. And then after that, I want you to go and see where there's imbalances. All right. Where are you lacking? Maybe what do you actually need? You guys can go to my macronutrient calculator. It's hannadawson.ca/macronutrient calculator. I'll put it in the show notes, and go and input your maintenance macros in there. You'll need to know your body fat. Input that too. It will give it more accurate. So just kind of guess or look online at an image that has body fat percentages and just guess if you don't know yours. And it will give you your maintenance macros, your proteins, your carbs, and your fats, and then compare it to the day. Compare it to what you're eating. Where can you improve? And see, here is where magic happens. When you realize that you didn't have to cut anything out, that you didn't have to slash your calories, that actually all you had to do is look at what you're doing and then improve it. Do what you do, but just make it better. That is where your success lies. You guys, that is it. That is all. I hope you enjoyed the episode today. I cannot wait to see you. We have 2 more episodes in this series, and then we have our masterclass, which I'm so excited. If you haven't signed up, sign up, get on it. It's going to be amazing. 3 keys to mastering your metabolism. You're going to learn so much. If you are over 35, you do not want to miss this. You guys, everything is in the show notes. Come hang out with me on social media. Don't forget to rate and review the show. Let me know what you think. Send me your requests. I love you all. Have an amazing day. And remember, you are amazing. You are talented. You are brilliant. You are smart. You are accepted. You are approved. You are loved. You are enough. You are worthy. You've got it. Don't let anybody tell you you don't got it. Whatever you're thinking today, it is a yes. You have got it. Now go get after it. I love you all. Bye for now.